Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you guys to probably a shitty fanfiction. There's once a man named Perk Jr., aka Dreams. A young man just trying to save his father. That's the beautiful boy right there. Look at him, ladies and gentlemen. He looks very similar to me, just longer hair. In the land of Twitchland, there are many people out there with tremendous gifts. People with these gifts are normally called creators. Creators control, or creators control the way of the land, whether it is good or bad. On top of the land is a man named Perk. Perk sees all over, but he's retiring as King Pod. As he is handing over the roles to his son Perk Jr., he is raided by an evil force. This evil force, named the Nightmares, captures King Perk and they run away before Perk Jr. can do anything. Perk Jr. knows what he must do. He gathers his bag and dashes into action to find his father. Changing his name to Dreams, he embarks on a journey. Welcome to Dreams, the RPG. Woo, yeah, Dreams, let's go Dreams, yeah, woo. That's where you guys clap at. So we have the villagers. You see many people right here. Now, like I said earlier, if you are not in this list right here, if you're not in this list, that doesn't mean you aren't part of the universe. This means that I either A, couldn't find a photo of you because I don't want to use a personal photo of you, or at least most of you, or 2, that means that you just haven't been here a lot in general. You got King Perk right there, handsome. Perk is the king of this realm. His son, Perk Jr., Dreams, is the most beloved child. He is retiring his role as Pog King so he can give it to his son. However, he is captured by the Nightmares and needs to be rescued. Yeah, that's exactly why the Nightmares. Yep. Yeah, you guys get it. You guys get a little bit. There's many people in this land, like, for example, some shopkeepers, like, I don't know, Sword Bear, people, who's that? Oh.
What is this?
Have you seen that photo before?
Get that off the screen. What is that?
Get
it off. I saw that shit on Instagram and I was like, what? And I looked it up.
What it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, she's a character in Animal Crossing, yeah.
I just saw that fucking Rule 34 video.
Oh, the video. I've never watched it. I've heard about it though.
Perk is the king of his realm. That's gay. His son, Perk Jr. That's you?
It's me.
Why?
Keep going, stop.
Is his most beloved son. I can't do this. This is bad. Pod King. Oh god, that came out of my mouth. Okay, no dinner for you. I'm sorry.
In this evil world, there are creatures and enemies sent out by King Bolan and the Nightmare team. These enemies, Bunkos, Nates, and Germs, all roam the land to try and take over. So you got little Bunkos over there, you got little Nates, you got little Germs. It's like Goombas or Koopa Troopas or Goblins or whatever games you guys play. Yeah, Bunkos give 5 times XP. They're very good. There's plenty of them, and it seems that if Bunko brings more people to the stream, there'll be many more Bunkos coming soon. Yeah, these guys all give really big minion vibes. You can't even lie to me. Para Bunko. Yep. Everything you can think of. Bunko. All right, moving onwards to another important cast right here. The Nightmares. Yep. We have full descriptions on all these people. These are the henchmen. These are the right-hand men of the evil Emperor King Bolan. We have Queen Elmza, the most joyful and sweetest member of Nightmares. However, making her angry is not a good idea. She can go into this rage mode where it's like a whole whirlwind of fury, you know? You don't want to mess with her when she's angry. It's not pretty good, not pretty good. King Munger. There's a world-class comedian that casts across the land, being one of the funniest members of the Nightmares and funniest people entire realm. He uses comedy as a big power-up right there. but not very good at go-karting. His go-karting career is very struggling. Very much like a jester, I agree. He has, look at his profile picture right there. It looks very comedic right there. Man with the lemon. I don't know what else I can say about that. In the cut, there's the sharpshooter Neosporin. Neo has a small team of 6 that he uses to battle. The more members, the stronger he is. He's very team heavy. As a captain, he keeps the team rolling. He can play any role he wants to. Maybe a healer by chance. Maybe a defensive tank if he needs to when he's switching his roles, his armors. Or maybe he's the playmaker of them all. That's the power of Neo right there, and his game right there. One to be messed with, and by himself he is a goner. I'll tell you that easily. Now we have on the top right the Black Beartic. Known as for his dark magic and go-kart racing, has the sweetest karts, and is known to be a pimped out man with his karts, just like how Bowser is. Man using his dark arts and of magic, like Yu-Gi-Oh! He is a go-karting machine. He destroy anybody that challenges him in a go-karting race, and anyone who tries to even come close to him and his skills. He's a big whiner if he loses though. Very big whiner. Huge whiner, like the biggest whiner I know. Then you have this caretaker of animals and mystic creatures, Kasune. Kasune uses her friends to fight for her. With these mystical creatures, they can use powers from water to electric to air to dragons to steel to the ground. Yeah, she uses many of those. A big roaster on Dreams. She's a big hater on Dreams actually. Maybe because she believes she's the true Dreams, and maybe she's jealous of so-called another person named Quillman's parents like him. I don't know. That might just, I don't make the lore. I just read it. I just read it out loud. Lastly of the nightmares, we have the fastest man alive. It's Quillman. Quillman is the speediest man alive, always trying to beat people in record time. And if he doesn't like it, he'll do it all over again. No resets, all power, no brain for him. Might be one of the most skilled speedsters there are out there. Record breaking, as one may say. And these 6, technically, as Neo said, captured Perk. Perk was no match. Perk being a great pog there is, and having some of the greatest powers as a creator. He decides to retire and comes off and on, but he decides maybe he should give it up to his son someday, and he does. We have a next important role of this entire RPG. The rival. It's the man, the myth, the rival Jorge. You've missed him. He comes and goes. Everyone loves him more than Dreams actually, funny enough. From the same hometown. People love him more than Dreams. Some people want him to be the creator. He is the people's champ, as some people would say. The savior boy. Jorge possessed the ability of telling jokes. Just he does the same thing as Dream does, but sometimes he's just better because, I don't know, maybe he has an accent, maybe he's just a cooler name than Dreams. I don't know, this is some people. But hey, you love him, you hate him. You mostly love him more than me. That is him. Maybe he'll make a return as the great rival because he comes periodically. It's the moment you guys all been waiting for. It's the moment all y'all been waiting for. We have a villain here. Now, we were talking about this guy earlier, King Bolan. You might have a little idea who King Bolan could be right now. I don't know. This is between you and me. Who do you guys think is King Bolan? Think about it a little bit more. Think about it. Who is King Bolan? It's everyone's favorite person. Everyone's favorite goofball. The mastermind and all! Big brain. The biggest brain out there. We have King Bolan, aka Johannes, not Shadow. Nightmare. Johan can speak to swarms of bugs and torture people. Known as the Bug Whisperer or maybe the Animal Whisperer, he's able to take care of anybody. Now I know what you're all thinking. This smug guy, how does he do it? He's no joke. He can shape-shift to anything he really wants to any animal, to any bug, to any creature. He likes to take the form of a baboon. A baboon of a sword, to be exact. A green one. One with nature he is. He goes and changes forms left to right, left to right. Look at that. intimidating face. I actually, this is like way bigger on my screen than probably yours. This is really scary, actually. I'm being honest here. Being one of the Quicksters, he taught some of his apprentices. He has taught Kasune, the one to be one with creatures. He has taught the one named Neo to be such a team player, Mr. Clutch. He has taught Elms to be really nice, but when it comes to these tough situations, to be angry. A Master Carter, but not in some games. He likes to use very high speed and like I don't know, a futuristic world, dystopian, like I don't know. F-Zero. A sharpshooter in a potentially different video game that might be called, I don't know, Halo. No Halo, I don't know. I need to introduce you to a new team of people who are able to take on these foes, who come along in Dream's journey. Meet the Dream Team. These are the heroes of the story. James the Great the Fifth. JG5. James the Great the Fifth. Sassy Glassy. Silver Lad, Lad of the Lake. Mr. Conquest. The Lope. And Tequila Poppy Jew. Okay, who live out this. Look at this fantastic team we have here, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't do without these guys. Wielding such great powers, such green teammates. They are all to help Dreams. Whether it's to help him by making fun of him, or it's to help him by giving him power-ups. It doesn't matter. They all share one common goal. Is to be on Dream's side. That's the only motive. They're not even sure why they're there to help him half the time. I don't know. And ladies and gentlemen, with that journey, they all move forward to try and take on the nightmares along with Dreams. They come in various different times and they all have different abilities themselves. I decided not to go too much in detail in every single one of them, but I believe you guys know themselves what their powers they can potentially do. And now, the journey begins. That is short as it can be, ladies and gentlemen. I see it, and now it's floating in my reach.